understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. And for me, like Gail said, this wasn't a ride, it wasn't a destination, it was a journey, and it was a supernatural one.
She do realize they didn't even go to space, right? Y'all didn't go no goddamn well. Y'all went to the edge of that motherfucker, swooped around and came back down. You was in space for 0.1 second. What the fuck kind of journey was that? What the hell is she talking about? It just irritated the hell out of me, because why is she talking like they just made history?
Hey, so while we're on the topic of Katy Perry going to space, need I remind everyone that the reason why the US was able to go to space in the first place was because of a black woman named Katherine Johnson. Yep, as pictured here, getting a Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama. Like many things, the US couldn't do anything without the labor of black people. So
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think
It upsets me with these celebrities going to space. And this is probably one of my top 2 things. It's the fact that they say that they're doing this for workers. Why didn't y'all put y'all money together and select actual workers then? Y'all doing it for the people? So y'all get to have all of the fun. We're doing it for you, though. Work like slaves. We're not going to pay for none of y'all to go. We're not going to put y'all up in space. We're going to do it for you, and you're going to do all of the work for us. Man, what type of sales pitch is that? And then Americans just eating it out. Celebrity worship. They really went to space. That's not CGI. What they kissing the ground for, bro? Why did it take leaving Earth to feel connected to love? So when she's here on Earth, she must feel connected to hate. Send them back to space, dog.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. Welcome back to my YouTube space. Welcome so much for being here. If you are a new subscriber, please consider subscribing on my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, I love you so much. Now, Katy Perry went to the space. Now she is an astronaut. And a lot of Africans or a lot of Americans, more so black Americans, are not happy with this. I've seen reaction of Americans on Katy Perry going to the space, and a lot of people are criticizing her of this. Now, in today's video, I've featured a number of black Americans and Americans who are reacting on Katy Perry going to the space. Most are saying that she never went there. It was a lie. You know, it was staged and a number of things. But personally, I'm considered with what black Americans are saying about this, because that's what I'm going to talk about. Some of black Americans are saying this is it's a symbol of privilege, wealth access, because they used a lot of money to go to the space where they just went there for only 11 minutes and they use a lot of money. And other people are saying, with the current situation that is going on in America, the country cannot even afford eggs, but they can afford a lot of money to go to the space. Some people are saying that she could have used this money to help those in need or to donate, because historically, there is a number of things that are going wrong in America right now. And they are saying Katy Perry has never been vocal on systematic issues, cultural or social issues that's affecting Americans, but she's here getting so much attention because she staged going to the space. That's what we are going to react on it today. And I'm going to watch a reaction of black Americans because, whoa, it is one of the viral videos that is going on, and people are like, why are you going to space for only 11 minutes? We thought we'll go there for maybe 2 weeks, 40 days, and you have used this huge amount of money. Is a no for us. Let's watch these reactions, and then we'll come back here and talk about it.
You telling me them old ass heifers paid over $150,000 a piece to go to the edge of space? The edge. They didn't even make it in that motherfucker. And then came back to Earth. What the fuck was the reason? What? They was in space for 11 minutes. Correction, they were at the edge of space. What the fuck was the purpose of this mission? What? It's where rich people be bored. Bored as a motherfucker. Cause what possessed y'all to pay all that money to not even go into outer space? Y'all ain't even get to hang out there. Y'all ain't get to do shit. Bitch, I tell you what, if I had the money to pay to go to outer space, I'd go up there and I wouldn't come the fuck back. Okay, who the fuck want to come back down here? They don't make no damn sense. They bored. They bored. Look what happened to the rich white folks that was bored and went down to the goddamn Titanic. They ain't make it the fuck back. You better be glad y'all made it back down from the edge of the damn outer space. Oh, Lord Jesus.
I'm sorry, am I the only person who thought Gayle King was gonna be up in space for longer than 11 minutes? I seriously thought this journey was gonna take at least 2 weeks. Because I know it costs money to go up there. So I'm thinking, like, if you're gonna go up there, it has to be for a reasonable amount of time. Because ain't no way they're wasting all this money and all this fuel for 10 minutes. Ain't no way. Gayle had us all thinking that she was about to be up there for 40 days and 40 nights. She had Oprah worrying. But my thing is, like, what was the reason? Like, I love when women just do stuff. But what was the reason? Whether we like it or not, them girls is bold. Because I don't even do roller coasters, let alone a flight to space. A trip. I'm not taking a flight to space. I'm not taking a submarine trip to the middle of the ocean. Like, people with money really do anything. What's crazy to me is that some people are saying that this trip was fake and that it was a PR stunt. I don't know. Do I just believe everything and anything? Like, why lie about going to space? Like, why do this whole entire charade if you're lying about going to space? Like, I don't know.
You know, it'd be so cute and so bold and brilliant if everybody who went to space, calculate how much you spent to get to space. And then I want you to take all those numbers and collectively donate those funds. You could help the world. Otherwise, you guys are just selfish. If you don't do something like that, you're just selfish. And this whole trip was just about you and your money and your ego. So all y'all need to put your money where your mouth is. However much was spent going to space, donate it. Otherwise, what did you learn from going to space? Or is it all just bullshit? Donate it. Katy Perry, how much money did you spend to go to space? Donate it. Donate all of it. Imagine collectively how much money could help people. So go ahead, donate those funds. Or did you go to space just to be selfish? You saw the Earth. You saw we need help. You got the funds to do it. Fix the world. You're next to Jeff Bezos. Fix the fucking world then. Space dummies.
Hold up, G. That Katy Perry fucking space mission was a crock of shit. That shit was not real. That shit is giving fake as hell, bro. I do not understand America's fucking obsession with fake moon landings and fake space missions. Now, them astronauts that be up there working on the satellites and shit, I believe that shit. But that Katy Perry shit is bullshit. You got the fucking spaceship going fast as hell, lifting off fast as hell. The announcer's talking about, oh yeah, they're undergoing 3Gs, 4Gs of force and shit. And these motherfuckers wearing Fantastic Four outfits on. Everybody knows if you fly a jet and you're in a spaceship and you do space missions and shit, real space missions, you have to wear special G-force suits to keep your blood intact in your body and shit and keep your heart regulated so you don't have get lightheaded and pass the fuck out. Everybody knows that fucking shit. These motherfuckers don't even have real seats and shit. They just free fall inside the fucking cockpit with merry-go-round handles and shit. And they're like, oh, this is so fun and we're floating around, bitch. That shit fake as hell, G. And then when they come back to Earth, the shit's free falling so damn fast, bro. Damn near, I thought I seen a spark come off that motherfucker. And then the motherfucking, the parachutes looked like they was malfunctioning, like it just flew the fuck out and shit. Oh, we're just gonna shoot another one out. And then looked like, I didn't even see the parachute open the fuck up. I just seen the end result of the motherfucking shit there on the ground. Did she want to pop out and shit and kiss the ground with her crusty ass lips? Hell no, that shit was fake as fuck. That shit was fake as hell, G.
Implicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space.
Just when you thought that Katy Perry was the most insufferable of the 6 women that went to space, Gayle King said, bitch, hold my beer. Her whole interview with Extra was bad, but I'm just going to show you like my favorite parts.
I don't like that people are calling it a ride. A ride, you know, you never see a male astronaut who's going up in space and they said, oh, he took a ride.
Like, this has nothing to do with feminism. Like, don't try to make it about feminism. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're women. It has to do with the fact that you guys took a ride. You didn't actually do anything. The flight to space was all remote. You didn't push any buttons or move any levers. You took a ride. If I get on a roller coaster, I say I took a ride on a roller coaster. I don't say I operated a roller coaster. I didn't operate it. I just got on. Which is exactly what you did, Gayle.
We actually duplicated the route that Alan Shepard did.
If I got into a self-driving car that was called the Mario Andretti 2 and I did a couple laps around the fucking Indy 500, that doesn't mean that I am a race car driver. It doesn't mean that I did the same thing that Mario Andretti did. Gail!
Two of the astronauts, I still have a hard time calling myself an astronaut.
As you should, Gail. You were not an astronaut. You were a passenger princess, Gail.
The young girls in particular. But it's not just the young girls. We're also encouraging, I mean, the boys look at it and see what women and young girls can do.
If they have a shit ton of money and connections. There, I finished that sentence for you, Gail. This next little part right here was my favorite part of the interview.
And then my question is, have y'all been to space?
No, Gail, I sure haven't, and I likely never will. Because I don't have connections like that, and I don't have $1 million to spend going up to space for 11 fucking minutes. Is that not the most out of touch thing to say? Like, Gail, what?
I'm not going to let people steal my joy and steal the joy of what we did or what we accomplished that day.
And I'm being totally serious. Like, in all seriousness, what did they accomplish? What was this mission that they were on? Like, what was the point? Gail didn't so much as push a fucking button or switch a switch. Like, what did you accomplish, Gail? What did you and Lauren Sanchez and Katy Perry accomplish? Quickly.
The best part was when we got back in our seats after Zero G's, Katy sang "What a Wonderful World."
She did?
You telling me the best part of y'all's whole trip to the edge of motherfucking space was the fact that Katy sung "What a Wonderful World"? I swear for the Lord if they don't stop playing in our goddamn face. And then the reporter talk about some, oh, she did? What the hell is so exciting about that? Y'all claim y'all went to space and you telling me the only excitement you got was this bitch singing? And why the hell do the spaceship look like a damn pecker? Who the hell designed that shit? I don't believe this shit. I know I keep going on and on about it because I don't fucking believe it. You telling me it only took y'all 11 minutes to go from Earth to space back to motherfucking Earth? You motherfuckers probably didn't even go above the clouds. Quit lying. They was in a damn stimulator or something. They wasn't in no damn outer space. Please stop believing these damn people. Please stop believing everything these goddamn people tell y'all. Because they lying. And you know they gonna milk the hell out this shit forever. I guarantee you Katy probably already working on a motherfucking song and video. Oh, Lord Jesus, Lord.
They went to space for 11 minutes. This is America's goddamn problem, and that's why the other countries be laughing at us. Land of the free and the home of the fuck out of here, because I thought these women were staying up there for at least a month. 11 minutes? How much that cost? The kids been starving. The homelessness is insane. Everybody don't even qualify for food stamps no more. The eggs, the footage don't even look real. It looked like it came from a motion picture from the 70s. What are we supposed to do with this information on this Monday morning? Like, did Jeff Bezos send his wife for collateral just to prove that ain't nothing gonna happen to them, or he don't care about her either? We really couldn't have allocated that money to decrease the egg prices? I need a scientist to make a TikTok right now to really give us the tea of if you could really get to space in 11 minutes, because I call bullshit. Hey, Jeffrey, you want to do us all a favor and send Trump and Elon up there next? Please and thank you.
Understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. And for me, like Gail said, this wasn't a ride, it wasn't a destination, it was a journey, and it was a supernatural one.
She do realize they didn't even go to space, right? Y'all didn't go no goddamn where. Y'all went to the edge of that motherfucker, swooped around and came back down. You was in space for 0.1 second. What the fuck kind of journey was that? What the hell is she talking about? She just irritated the hell out of me, because why is she talking like they just made history? What the hell did y'all do? But look like a damn fool. Got down there and kissing the motherfucking ground like you been gone for months. You were gone for 11 minutes. I can't even take the whole serious. I can't. I really don't think they went no fucking where. Okay, I don't believe it. You goddamn folk get stranger by the day. Stranger by the damn day. And y'all got folks out here really believing that they went to damn space.
The FAA may disqualify Katy Perry and the rest of the women as astronauts because none of them played a direct role in piloting the craft that went to space. Not that that really matters, because most people will tell you that they believe that that was a staged flight to space and they never really left Earth. And here's the reasons why. Firstly, most people will tell you it looks staged, and that the actual rocket ship looks CGI. Now, there's no fact to back that it is real or fake, but there's also the myth of exploding fake breasts in outer space, meaning that the pressures of space would force anybody that has had plastic surgery to feel either discomfort at bare minimum, and the silicone has the potential to explode upon the acceleration of the rocket ship, but then also the pressures of space. For example, Lauren Sanchez experienced no such thing, and there has been breast enhancements done to her in her past. But one of the more dead giveaways would have to be the spaceship itself, because the windows are so large that most people would tell you that those glass windows are too big to withstand the pressures of outer space.
I think I can safely speak for all of us when I say we did not care about the women going to space. Nobody cared that Gail and Katie and whoever else went to space. It wasn't like we were anticipating this. Nobody asked for this. Like, I just feel like it was just such a waste of just a waste. First of all, y'all sitting on TV with costumes on. Clearly Halloween costumes. Like a whole bodycon superhero outfit. Like, girl, I can't explain it, but it doesn't even look like they even went anywhere, girl. I don't care how many tears Oprah was crying. Y'all didn't go nowhere. I'm just convinced y'all just went up there just to, I don't know. But girl, y'all didn't go to space. Like, man, come on. Like, I don't know. I don't want to sound like a hater. I just feel like there's actual research that needs to be done. And y'all up there playing, like, just going up there like the sightsee. Like, why do you want to see the moon and the earth so bad? Like, the whole thing just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, everybody's sitting there crying, for one. Two, I was actually watching the live, and then it just came and went. 10, 11 minutes, tops. All right, cool. Y'all come down, everybody coming out, kissing the ground, doing the most. And then I don't know if that was Jeff Bezos' wife or girlfriend, little boo thing or whatever. But did y'all see when Katy Perry went, rung the bell, and then came out, why did she have to wait like she was about to model walk down, like she was waiting for her moment to be on camera? You see what I'm saying? Like, this, the whole thing just does not make sense. But again, I ain't no hater. Let me know what y'all think.
Did you see Oprah was there crying when Gail landed? I seen that stupid shit. Why? Why would you pay to go to space for 11 minutes? All the people who just got let go of their jobs. People can barely buy food and keep their job. They're going to their job every day, nervous as hell, they're going to get laid off. But let's take the time to look at Gail and Katy Perry and all the other women who went up into space for 11 minutes. Now just think about what they could have did with the money they spent on that shit in their community. But that's too much like, right?
Millionaire women going off Jeff Bezos' spaceship for 11 minutes, coming back and then saying the most insufferable shit is so America coded. The country is on a fast track to fascism, and I'm supposed to give a shit about Katy Perry's midlife crisis. This woman came back and said, oh my god, we're all connected, we're all love, Earth is all together, we're all one. Well, people can't even fucking afford eggs. Like, talk about being separated from reality.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. And for me, like Gail said, this wasn't a ride, it wasn't a destination, it was a journey, and it was a supernatural one.
What are we doing? We're going to space. Are we going to space? Honestly, fuck everyone on that spaceship, and I know some of y'all are gonna come at me for coming at Amanda Nguyen, but it's not my fault that she went on a spaceship full of whack billionaires. That's not my fault. Real astronauts who work their asses off at NASA are getting their names completely removed. NASA is getting underfunded. Presidency doesn't even believe in that kind of stuff. You're telling me that billionaires are taking up space from women who are actually in STEM. I'm supposed to sit here and be happy over Katy Perry's fucking life realization? Give me a break. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you follow me for more news updates like this.
Hey, so while we're on the topic of Katy Perry going to space, need I remind everyone that the reason why the US was able to go to space in the first place was because of a black woman named Katherine Johnson. Yep, as pictured here, getting a Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama. Like many things, the US couldn't do anything without the labor of black people. So,
My video just went viral. I was talking about Katy Perry going to space, and now I'm starting to get comments like this. Stop the hate because you can't afford or have the courage to go beyond a Ferris wheel. Listen, this is not about rich people doing rich people things. Obviously, rich people enjoy their money. And to be honest, to a certain extent, I don't care. Like, do whatever you want to do with that money. But don't act like we're idiots. Don't package this like this is a moment for women and all of humanity. Don't act like it's an empowering moment. It's not. A bunch of rich people went to space. They left a massive carbon footprint, which is so detrimental to the environment and the well-being of all of us. Just be honest and be like, we're rich. We don't really care about other people who wanted to go to space, wanted to see it. Okay. Rich people are doing a lot of things to harm the environment. We're aware of that. But it's when they play in our faces we get mad. That's what it is. And I'm not going to sit back and be like, just because women are doing something, I'm not going to criticize them if it's off. I'm not going to sit back and be like, oh, just because black people are doing something, I'm going to be quiet and be like, who cares? No. If something is wrong, it's wrong. And I think it's very important for us to be vocal about this because, at the end of the day, there are celebrities like Katy Perry and also Gayle King that like to position themselves as being connected to the people, being connected to the cause. This is showing how truly disconnected they are to the average lives of day-to-day women. We can't afford to do that. We have massive problems. We want to be able to protect our reproductive rights. These rich women, they can fly anywhere to do whatever they want. They are beyond the system. They are now with this elitist class, and it's showing because they thought it would be a good idea to be like, we are taking up space. That phrase is for marginalized people, for their voices to be heard. It's not about wasting millions of dollars. So that's what this is about.
I can't stop thinking about Katy Perry and them girls going to space. Because what for? Gayle King was crying. Katy Perry, I saw an interview. Someone said to her, what do you want to say to your family? Why did she start bawling her eyes out? Were they being forced to go? I don't get it. And also, it took them 11 minutes to get from Earth to space and back. It took me an hour to get to work this morning, and I went from Toronto to Toronto. I know Katy Perry's gonna start her tour this summer talking about, remember that time I was in space? Here's my song E.T. Those girls landed down and kissed the floor, the ground, the dirt. Like, were they gone for 40 days and 40 nights?
Welcome back. There's a number of black astronauts who did not get that so much attention. And I've seen some black people complaining about that. Not only black people, but even some white people saying that there are some real astronauts who went to the space or who were the real astronauts, but they were never recognized because they were black. And example is like Ed DeWitt, the first black astronaut trainee, but never went to the space. Robert H. Lawrence Jr., first black astronaut who was selected by the Air Force. We have Gwynne Bluford. We have Ronald McNair. There's a number of astronauts who are black and they were never recognized this much or never got the much attention. But apart from that, I think Katy Perry going to the space and how the country is going on right now. The people of color are complaining, economy is bad, there's immigration policy that is eating people up, and some people are saying it's like mocking them, using all this money for 11 minutes. That is showing how wealthy you are, the privilege you are getting, the wealth gap between you and the other. People are talking, and not only black people, but even white Americans are talking about this. Now, Katy Perry's space flight was part of a broader trend of billionaires and celebrity engaging in space tourism. And we always say America is for the rich people. Now, those white Americans who are middle-class Americans or poor Americans, now you see the gap between you and billionaires. You are crying, economy is poor, everything is crashing, but the billionaires are out here enjoying, using a lot of money, for an 11-minute tour. And that's why people are crazy about this. So a lot of people see this journey as disconnected from the struggles of everyday people. People ask that how can we justify billion-dollar space flight when some communities still lack clean water, healthcare, or safe housing? It can feel like spectacle of wealth and status, especially when black and brown communities are still fighting of basic resources and equality in the US. That's the reaction of the people. Some criticize that, or some critics highlighted that how missions like Paris get massive media coverage while black pioneers in space and science are often overlooked. For example, Mae Jemison was the first black woman in space 1992, but her legacy is not as celebrated or widely known as celebrity firsts. They are feeling that actual black scientists, engineers, and astronauts should be spotlighted and supported, not sidelined for PR-friendly celebrity moments. I get sense with that. I understand, because black people have done a number of things in the United States of America. Black people have built America. First black astronaut to go to the space was a black lady and she's never recognized that much. And history is being erased. And that brings us to history erasure. The history right now is being erased so that we can forget that the first woman to go to the space was a black woman. No one will remember that. But this one of Katy Perry is going down to the books as the first lady or first woman to go to the space because she's white. Now, some are saying that although Katy's mission included women of color, some critics saw it as performative diversity, more about optics than impact. They included women of color can feel hollow if it's not followed by deeper investment in black STEM education, scholarships, or hiring in aerospace fields. Critics ask this, is this really progress or just a symbolic gesture? Some are talking about environmental justice, because space flights, even short ones, have a lot of carbon footprints and fuel cost. Environmental justice advocates, many from black and indigenous communities, urge this. These flights contribute to climate change, which affects marginalized community. It's frustrating when communities fighting toxic pollution or displacement see the rich spending fortunes on luxury space adventures. Okay? Some black Americans are skeptical on how media hype up this space tourism as progress for humanity, when many communities have seen there's no real progress in decades. There's a sense of disconnect between elite narratives and real-life struggles. Media might call the flight inspiring, but for many, it's just reinforced the gap between the haves and those who don't have. So, those are the critics online. I was just going to social media and I saw a lot of people talking about this. And it was connected with what's going on, social injustice and everything. Because the wealth gap between the white and the black is too big. Instead of trying to reduce that gap, some are saying that they are using this gap or this for show off, you know. What do you say in the comment section? Because I like words. For me, I don't see if it has a lot of impact to the community right now. Considering how community is going through a lot, you know, and then billionaires can afford smiling, going to the space tour. And for me, it's like just to show you that you don't matter. We as the elite, we matter. And it's high time, even white Americans, to open their eyes and see that the middle class white, they don't matter. So you are not the same with the billionaires. You ain't the same. So when black people are out here fighting for the rights, you have to help them. Black people are going through shit. You have to be there and help them. Okay? As white Americans. So what I see here is just showbiz here and there. Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. Because for me, I just want to read your comments. Until next episode, peace out.